So welcome back to Poor Boy Disc Golf, and I got a little bit different video for you today. I'm going to go cash in my change, and we're going to go on a disc hunt. So I'm going to run into the bank. I'm not going to film as respect to them. As you can see behind me, I'm actually out in the parking lot doing this. So I'm going to go in and see how much change I got, and I'll be right back. All right, just got back. Had a little bit more than what I thought. Had a whole $26, as you can see. So we got $26 and 56 cents. So we're gonna go over to the local disc store, and we're gonna see what used disc we can buy for $26. So let's get to it. So we got out of the disc store, and we're here at the local golf course. This is a couple days later, actually. Got 3 discs. I went $2 over what I had, but the computers were down and they didn't charge taxes. So, you know, I hit pretty good. You know, I got some discs that I haven't thrown in a while. Well, 2 I haven't thrown at all, but 1 I haven't thrown in a while. I've got it in a different plastic. But I'm going to show you what I bought for $28. Went in with 26, but forked out an extra $2 just because I couldn't find couldn't get to that 26. But the first one I found was a dynamic disc Felon. It is an overstable driver, fairway driver. It's in the lucid plastic. Now, it is used, you know, it's got ink on it, it's got scuffs, it's got dirt, but it'll clean up pretty good. Got it for, as you can see, maybe $10. The weight of it's 173. The flight numbers are speed 9, glide 3, turn of 0.5, and a fade of 4. So it's going to go, you know, when I throw it, it should get to the left pretty good at the end. You know, this is the profile of it. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a dome, not much though. But you know, I like this lucid plastic because it's pretty flexible when it wants to be. You know, it's kind of cold though. But I've got another Felon that I love. I got it in the different plastic than the lucid. I think it's in the Fusion, because it's a little bit stiffer plastic, and it's one of my a little bit older ones. But yeah, it goes. The other one flew straight and to the left, so hoping this one will do the same. Now, the next disc I picked up is because I had a buddy that he throws a lot of West Side disc, and he told me that I needed to get a Stag. It's a West Side disc Stag. It's in their tournament plastic. You know, it's blue. You can see. It's not as in bad shape as what, you know, I thought it was, you know, when I first picked it up. But, you know, I've never threw one of these. My buddy said, you know, I need to get me a Stag because it would be good for my arm speed. Now, this is sitting at 173 for the weight. The flight numbers are a speed 8, glide 6, turn 0, and a fade of 3. So it's got a really good glide time. You know, here's the profile. It is pretty domey and everything. It does flex pretty good. You know, so we're going to go out here and we're going to throw it and see how it does. Now, the last one is a Latitude 64 Fuji. It is a double stamp, as you can see. It does have ink on it. I've heard good things about the Latitude 64. This is a mid-range. It is a overstable mid-range, and it's in the blue. I guess it's the 2X line is what it says. The Opto G line. So it's the Opto G plastic, but it's got the white ring around it and everything. It's sitting at, the weight of it's 177 grams. The flight numbers are see if I can find them. A speed 4, a glide of, looks like a 4, turn 0, and a fade of 2. So this will be pretty straight. You know, with that double stamp, it they stamped over where the numbers actually are. But you know, it feels pretty good. You know, it does. This is the profile of it. It is pretty domey. Everything. It does flex pretty good. So we're going to take it out here. We're going to throw the 3 and see how they fly. So just got through throwing the 3 disc. I don't know if I said it earlier, but the Felon was $10, the Stag was $10, and this Fuji was $8. But first up is the Felon. It flew straight, just like the other one does, and it got to the left in a hurry. Glide on it's not too bad, but this would be good for if you had to go short and then turn to the left. Did really good, feels good out of the hand. Last shot I got about 30 feet from the basket, so you know, it's hitting about, you know, 250-ish maybe. And that's out here muddy conditions and colder than heck, because it's like 30 degrees out here with the wind chill of in the 10s. As you can see, the wind is blowing. But you know, I love the Felons from Dynamic Disc. Real good disc. I know Eric Oakley throws them. It's one of his main go-tos. So you know, it's a straight flyer. Goes to the left just like it's supposed to. Now the Stag, I was really impressed by it. You know, it got down here almost every time. Well, except for the last throw when I kind of grip locked it just a little bit and it went way off. But it did pretty good. The glide on it's really good. You know, I feel like if I could throw this a little bit lower, it would hit the basket. You know, it's straight as can be. When it does get at the end, it will go to the left, but not as bad as what I thought it would. You know, I love this tournament plastic too. So, you know, if you want a straight disc, you know, it's speed 8, so it's within my wheelhouse to throw. You know, I can put a little bit more power into it, probably get it down here almost every time. But yeah, West Side disc, Stag is really good. Last up is the Latitude 64 Fuji. You know, it's pretty good mid-range. It goes straight when it wants to. Put a little hyzer on it, it'll go do the hyzer and hit to the ground real hard. As far as, you know, I think the numbers are pretty good on it. You know, I could probably get into this a little bit better. I just gotta get to where I can throw it a little bit better. So, you know, for $28, got a 3 disc, all Trilogy line. I promise I'll try to do some non-Trilogy discs here before too long. It's just that I'm trying to throw as many of these as I can lately. That way I can see if it's something, you know. I love the Dynamic Disc and the West Side Disc and the Latitude 64 disc. But I'm going to try to branch out here before too long. But for 28 bucks, you can't beat it. 2 drivers and a mid-range. Yeah, that's the poor boy way. So this is Poor Boy reminding you, play the sport and grow the sport that is disc golf. Thanks for watching.